It is a long time since I made videos, seriously, but I have had to be without work for more than 10 days because I cut my finger very heavy. But here I am trying to get back to work. I still have problem with the finger that does not seem to heal very good. So I have to keep away from too much heavy work that will just open the sore again. But I want to show you how things are in our fields. And here you can see the picture of our Napiers. These are the first Napiers that we made, that we put in the soil. Israel and Jampong. And here you have the other ones. And when you look next to it, you can see how the new ones that we put in not a long time ago are already beginning to show good signs. That is what I like to do. And as you can see, for the first time in those days, I finally brought Mrs. Brown to the field that she can come and eat the grasses and the weeds that we have. You can see her as that white spot a little bit to the left of the middle. And over towards the trees you can see the King Napier that is kind of coming very fine in small areas. Further down it's not so good to come up, but it is there. And down here you can see how our paradise is coming up. You can see the super leaf Napier standing there before we had all the way down towards the end that you can see there are still some Napiers down there, super leaf, but they're growing slower than the other ones. And when you would be able to look down that length, you would be able to see a lot of coconuts that we have put up. And up here we have put up some whatever apple trees it is that they call it. It's not an apple, but it is what they call a kind of an apple name. But it's a Thai fruit or tropical fruit. So everything seems to be becoming very nice. Also, that you can see that we have the vegetable named Pak Bong running into the water. When I saw a video yesterday, they were warning about their Pak Bong because when it gets into the fields, it will kill everything that is growing in there of good things. Like when you put up the rice, Pak Bong will be a problem for the rice. So we have to be careful where it is coming and growing and keep it down instead of having it like this. This is what I say not good. But have to talk with Nalung about that. That we keep it shorter and more condensed and not to run wild. And over there you can see on this side of the dike, you can see the guinea grass are coming up very nice again after we cut it. Two of them are taller than the other ones. And we had an advice from Ubon Forage Ubon Forage Company. I will give a link below that they are willing to give advice about many things, even though they don't sell anything to us as it is right now, because we want to have the bean, the tua, Ubon Stylo, but we cannot get it until next year, so we have to slow down. But we will have to get it at the time when we begin to plow the fields again, so that's a good thing. And our sweet bananas here seems to be working okay as well, especially the middle one. So the big bananas that we will get will be longed for, very heavy. And this first rice field that we exchanged with the sister, the top area seems to be come along very fine, but towards the back it's not that nice. So I wonder how much rice we will get out of it. But that is another story. We don't know the field, we don't know the soil, so we don't know what is good and what is not good. And her sister really wanted to change very fast, so maybe there is some secret there, but I don't want to even think about it. I just want to find out how we can make this one to work even better. But when we release water into this area, the water seems to go to the field behind it. For some reason, whatever we have done, water does not stay in this field. And when you look down there, you can see some water that is standing there, but it's not really spreading the way we want it to do. So I don't know. There are some tall grasses in this area, in the first field, and also in that higher area down there. It's a lot of grass that I might want to cut today. And here we have the Napier and the greeny grass that we showed you in a previous movie. And the new Napier is coming up, very nice, very tall. So it's about time to think about cutting it again, when we have to listen to people like Ubon Forage Company. Then we will need to cut it, that it does not lose the value of feeding for the cows. And Mrs. Brown, here you can see Mrs. Brown, she's eating away the weed, the thorny weed, and she's standing in the same area eating a little bit of grass and then some of the thorny weeds and other things. Hello. Very alert, Loy. But here we are, trying to get a nice time for the goat and a time to cut some grass.